Hey, Ali Mehdaoui here, and welcome to the ME Show podcast, where we give entrepreneurs the secrets, strategies, and processes to increase brand equity and max out revenue. Hey, welcome back, everybody, to a brand new episode of the ME Show podcast. Your strategic partner, Ali Mehdaoui, here with you on episode 3, where we're going to cover how to never run out of qualified people to talk to for your business and how social media and old school prospecting are identical. How does social media and business development make you feel? When I ask this question, I usually get two kinds of answers. The first one, I'm old school, Ali, and this whole social media crap is a bunch of distractions to actual money-making activities. Hey, I get it. The second answer, I'm all about that attraction marketing and influencer lifestyle, and without the social media and digital space, our business would be irrelevant. I hear that. Now, what if I tell you that both answers are correct? See, it's not about an either or type strategy, but how to marry both systems into your business journey. Let me explain. For my old school peeps, you have an unfair advantage over any millennial or younger generation. You actually have lived pre-social media age, and you have had the opportunity to learn basic social skills and the ability to create a relationship before jumping into a business conversation. Now, that is not a dig at my younger people by any means. Before you start sending me any hate mails, just hear me out. See, we tend to get all hyped up and excited, and then later on, we attempt to get educated. We fall into the fake it until you make it trap, and sometimes that's the main reason why we never make it at all. On the other hand, we millennials and younger generations are fearless. We literally don't care what you think. We create our own standards and are willing to die with them. We take longer to do things. Yeah, I'd say so. But when we get it right, we simply take over. We are labeled lazy, not motivated, and want things done for us. Well, let me rephrase those labels in different terms. Instead of lazy, we are strategically patient. Instead of not motivated, we're not easily persuaded. And instead of we want everything done for us, we are smart and efficient enough to outsource and delegate. Not bad when you look at it that way, huh? Now, I have a feeling I'm starting a generational battle in every home where you're running right now. Hey, Dad, Ali said, well, hold on. Dad, I am not trying to make you feel or look bad, nor am I trying to say one way or the other is better. As a matter of fact, what your daughter and son or both are trying to tell you is we are all alike. Just our delivery mechanism is a bit different. So let's get into the idea of networking. Think about a physical networking event where you would have to take an afternoon or an evening off, money given up, drive or Uber, money spent on gas or a ride. Hopefully you don't have to pay, but usually there's a cocktail or some items that you end up buying, more money spent. You walk around to collect 30 business cards or so just to get back in your car, late, tired, and in no mindset to message, call, or email anyone until the next day. Or whenever the time is right. You know what that means, right? Never actually sending anything at all. And that's what the majority of the people do. You might be one of those people. You have a box full of business cards, and some are already faded. So let's take your phone out and try a different approach. Well, if you're driving, please wait until later, but you get the idea. Let's open your Facebook app. You now are in the largest networking event ever, my friend. Just about 4 billion active people in this one network alone. See, the news feed is the networking event main floor. The posts are the tables. Your engagements in every post is essentially the same activity you would do as engaging in every table with the host. Your statements and feedback about what you see normally in a networking event is what you do when you comment on social media posts. A friend request is essentially a business card request. A bio is a resume. A private conversation about having a follow-up is like a messenger conversation. And inviting someone into a Facebook group is like inviting a real person in front of you to a private chapter of your niche. See, it's really the same exact thing, just a little bit of a tiny difference. Social media is cheaper, convenient, and you have billions of people at a time. And by the way, you don't have to go anywhere. You can actually work it right with your shorts or comfortable PJs even. But let's talk about the core 4 steps to having your Facebook profile set up to win. Now, what I'm about to share with you has made an incredible amount of difference for me and for my businesses. This actually is the main reason anyone who says it's a waste of time is wasting their time, and anyone who's saying I cannot have my business without it is saying that statement. These core 4 steps are going to minimize anyone that is wasting your time. It's going to eliminate any creepers from getting into your DM. It's going to introduce you to the best qualified candidates for your business, for your opportunity, your product, and your service. And you now are going to have Facebook work for you. And I'm going to focus today on Facebook specifically. We're going to cover other platforms in the future. And here's what I will tell you. It is as simple as 1, 2, 3, and 4. You ready for it? Let's go into the first one, and that is your profile image. The very first thing anyone and everyone gets to see, that real first impression. It needs to be you, not a family photo, not a picture of your product or service or company logo. It needs to be your face, preferably a headshot, but definitely you. I need to be able to see your eye contact, create a sense of likability, to feel that that's somebody that I see myself hanging out with, getting that good vibe. Again, first impression. Don't put a profile image with your business card in it. Don't be that person. We all ignore that person that has a business card on their profile picture. Don't do that, please. Number 2, your cover image. That is that large image on the very top of your profile. That's actually the first thing somebody notices when they click on your profile image, assuming you are on a suggested list or you are the one who sent that friend request. Do not make it about a company. Do not make it a website header. Do not make it a compensation plan. Do not make it a coupon. Do not make it anything other than your true core values. A meaningful moment, a picture of you and your actual family in something that is memorable for you, something that will give me the sense of like, wow, that's really nice. That's someone that inspires me, that motivates me. That's something that I see myself being in, or somewhere that I see myself being into. That is your opportunity to document, not market, but to document your core values. Do not shy away from giving a meaningful moment. It makes a heck of a difference. Number 3, your bio. See, if your bio is empty, in other words, it only says from New York, New York, and that's it, you set yourself up for the worst people ever. You're setting yourself up for creepers. You're setting yourself up for spammers, for scammers, for nudity profiles. All those things that you are thinking to yourself, what the heck am I getting this stuff from? Here's what you want to do. Treat your bio as a resume and make sure that you're filling it up. Make sure that it is the most updated information, whether it's personal, whether it's academic, whether it's professional, and fill it up with the right timeline. And here's why. See, Facebook takes the information from your bio and it matches you with like-minded or same experienced individuals. So, for example, if your bio has founder and CEO, Facebook will connect you in the suggested list with any other founder and CEO. If your profile has specific companies in your bio, Facebook will match you with other people that have similar backgrounds, similar experiences, similar life events. So make sure that you are updating that bad boy, and the more data that you are providing, the more information that you are providing in the bio, the more you are connecting with the right people. In other words, Facebook does the rest of the work for you. Now, I know what most people are thinking, or maybe hopefully some only. Well, I don't want to put my information out there. Well, let me help you out with that. A little bit of a side note. Your information is already out there. If you ever used your phone or a computer to make a payment that is linked to an email where you receive your statement, your information is already out there. If you ever used medical records that required your social security and you logged in online, your information is already out there. Your bank account, your address. I can put right now your first name, last name, and your address will come up. Your phone number will come up. That's scary to hear. I agree with you, but that's the world that we are living in today. You cannot avoid it. What you can do is protect yourself. What you can do is have certain means where there's two-version authenticators, where you get a text message before you log into something with a specific code. That is what you have to do to protect yourself. But other than that, your information is already out there. And you're either protecting yourself, putting the right measure in place in order for you to be the best, most effective and efficient business operator out there, or you're going to play hide and seek. You're going to play shy. You're going to play timid. You're going to be stuck in the conspiracy theory world. And you don't want to do that for yourself, especially if you are in business. So fill out that bio. Number 4, your timeline. Now, I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to slap you with a little bit of love on the left cheek, right cheek, left cheek, right cheek. Here is the rule about your timeline. Me, myself, and I. What does that really mean? No one other than me, myself, and I is to post on my timeline. Now, I don't mind if people tag me. I just don't allow it to show up on my timeline. I share stuff all day. I just hide it from my timeline. What does that really mean, to hide it? In your post, any post that you're seeing on your timeline right now, and by the way, your timeline is not the news feed. The news feed is the public platform where all of us see each other's posts. Your timeline is in your actual profile. Only your content shows in it. So on the top 3 dots on the top right corner, you're going to see one option, and that option says hide from timeline. When you hide something from your timeline, it does not delete. It just does not show in your timeline anymore. It'll still be in the news feed. Everybody can comment on it. You can still see it. But the world will not see it on your timeline. And here is why. First impression. If you find me on my suggested list or in your suggested list and you're considering, you click to see, who is this person? It looks like a business operator. It looks like a beautiful headshot. Like someone that got their stuff together. And guess what? You come to my timeline and you're scrolling to learn who I am, what I like, what I post about, and you see somebody that is more successful than me, or that is having a really good video or a really good piece of content, and all of a sudden you click on that person's profile and you are gone. You are no longer paying attention to the content that I've put forward so I can put a great first impression. You went to look at somebody else. And you know what happens. Once we start clicking and scrolling, we're lost. We are so lost that we don't even realize how much time we spend on social media. That is why you have to remove any shiny objects. I am a shiny object, by the way. So you have my permission to hide me from your timeline. Again, when you hide, it doesn't delete. It only hides it from your own personal timeline. And here's why. I'll give you this example. Let's say you invite me to your house for a cup of coffee. Just for a little bit. And then, as soon as I sit down, we're drinking the coffee, I open a backpack and I start taking out framed photos of myself and my family. And I start putting them everywhere. What are you going to say? Ali, what the heck are you doing, dude? It's my place. I don't want your memories and your photos around my loved ones. I want my photos. I want my personal memories. Well, it's the same exact thing in the timeline. Remove the distractions and keep the focus on you, you, and you. Now, don't get me wrong. My wife and my son and my blood family, I still share their stuff and I'll leave it in my timeline. But anyone other than that, you will not make it on my timeline because it is something that has to do with my life, my core values, and my documentation of my life. And I don't think it's appropriate for you to be part of it. I hope that makes sense. Now, here is the part where you never run out of people to talk to. I know this is what you really, really came for. Let's say you make a profile image change right now. As a matter of fact, if you're not driving, I challenge you, change your profile picture and give it about an hour to 2 hours. Here's what's going to happen. Likes, comments, over and over and over and over and over again. Now, most people, they just look at those likes, those comments. They get a little bit of dopamine that kicks them right in the brain. They feel all excited. I can gain attention. But they never do anything else after that. Let me help you out. When I get a like or a comment or a share in anything that I do, and this probably will explain why I have so many content that I share and I create all day long, is because I would send you a direct message that would say, hey, John Doe, just want to say thank you so much for liking my profile picture. What is John Doe going to say? You're welcome. As simple as that, right? Now we're building rapport. Hey, how you been? I haven't talked to you in a while. How you making out with the pandemic? How's work? Eventually, you're either going to showcase and share your pain points. Yeah, no, things are really tough. We're losing clientele and I'm a little bit concerned about my job or my career or my business or whatever the case may be. Or you're going to eventually say, how about you, Ali? And that gives me the opportunity to share what's exciting in my life, what business I got going on, the audiobook I'm recording, the podcast that I just launched, whatever it may be, to educate and to share a little bit of the good news about my business. And that's going to also qualify the individual. Oh, that's awesome. I want to learn more. Or great, thumbs up, leave me alone. Either way, I'm creating connections and creating opportunities to talk about my business. So here's what I do every single day. I make it a point every single day. At the very least, this is the worst situation ever. I'm talking to 30 people a day. Just rapport building. Let's just say you do that from Monday through Friday. I'll give you the traditional Saturday and Sunday off. What's going to happen the moment you hit up 30 people a day for 5 days? That's 150 people. For 4 weeks, that's 600 people. Let's just say you are the worst of them all. You don't know how to talk to people and you're ruining every single conversation. Let's just play with that for a second. And let's say you have a 90% failure ratio, meaning that 90% of the people don't want to talk to you, don't want to listen, or have no interest in what you're doing. 10% of 600 is 60 people. When was the last time you could straight up stand and say, I have 60 people who are interested to learn more about my business? That's crazy when you think about that, right? Now, let's say between you, your content, your company videos, your support team, you all suck bad. In other words, 90% conversion failure. Only 10% of the people you talk to will do business. Now, let me ask you again. 10% of 60 people is 6 people. What is 6 new customers, clients, members, personal production? A month for you personally. Now, we train those individuals to do it month 2 and month 3. What's going to happen in your business? Talk about that compound effect. Talk about duplication. I'm thinking if you have just 6 people who are going to have the same approach, that's 3,600 people that have said, I'm open, or at least are talking about the business. That's 360 people who are curious and interested and are being exposed. Minimum on month 2, just with 6 people. That's 36 people who will get started in your business. Again, I ask you, what does that mean to you in your business, in your production? On the 2nd month, you do it again on the 3rd month, and so on and so forth. Now, just keep in mind, Different results are going to be happening for different people based on your application, based on your consistency, based on your resistance, based on your past, based on your influence or lack thereof. But when was the last time you've had such activity? I'm telling you, this brought the crazy momentum and the life in every and all my businesses, whether it was book sales, whether it was speaking engagement, whether it was coaching, whether it was network marketing. But now it's your turn. Now it is your decision. How long you're going to keep on suffering and not having the right results? How long are you going to keep telling your family, oh, this is it. This month is my month. These 90 days are my run. How long you're going to keep telling yourself, oh yeah, it's okay if somebody else passed me. I think it's your time. I think you deserve it. This is how you can position yourself to never run out of qualified people to talk to about and for your business. This is how you can leverage social media in an old school way with a new school touch in order to make Facebook work for you instead of you working extremely hard with zero to minimal results. It's your time. Now, keep in mind, in the actual description of this podcast, I'm going to give you some links to other videos. I'm going to give you some resources. And if you want to see how my bio is set up, in the description itself, there's my actual Facebook assets, Instagram, YouTube, and different platforms. And you can see how I have it set up in different platforms. Feel free to take a peek. Feel free to apply, however it fits your personality and your background. I'm also going to give you access to a 5-day challenge, that we're starting August 10th. Now, this is complimentary. That means you don't pay a dime. However, it is for entrepreneurs by entrepreneurs. I'm going to give you access to 5 days of my best trainers, my best colleagues in our entrepreneurial community. We're going to go over overcoming limiting beliefs. We're going to go over prospecting. We're going to go over marketing. We're going to go over sales. We're going to go over incentive-based marketing strategies. We're going to go over everything and anything you need. Again, complimentary. That means zero to you. And you have access to this starting on Monday. You're going to go on a wait list because first come, first serve. But we start on Monday. And here's what I can promise you. It'll be the best transformation for you. Of course, there will be offers. There will be options for you to upgrade to VIP seats. It's all virtual, of course. But the main events are absolutely complimentary. And I highly recommend that you do yourself a favor and be an entrepreneur. What does that mean? See, an entrepreneur is decisive. An entrepreneur invests in him or herself. What are you going to invest in yourself with this? It's $0, but you're going to invest about an hour to an hour and a half a day, Monday through Friday. You're going to invest a positive mental fortitude. You're going to invest your energy and resources. That's your time in your business. And I can promise you, you'll walk out within 5 days a brand new business operator. Let me tell you what this challenge did for me, and I was part of the trainers. Within 4 weeks, I've launched a podcast. I've launched a brand new website. I've launched a vlog. I'm recording my audiobook, and I'm writing my newest book. In 4 weeks. That's what this challenge has done for me. What are you going to do? So in the description itself, there's the link of everything that I've just mentioned to you. And make sure you give us some love. Do me a favor, in any social media assets, if there were any takeaways or nuggets, feel free to tag me. Let me know what was the biggest takeaway that you've had. And I'll personally give you a complimentary coaching session. That is a one-on-one, 20 to 30 minutes to go over anything and everything that is relevant and important to you for you to grow your business in the most efficient way possible. I appreciate you. And this has been episode number 3 of the ME Show podcast. I am your strategic partner. And until next time, so long, everybody.